Hey, welcome
Hey!
to Cover Lovers on this beautiful Monday night. We're doing October 9th incentives for this week. My name is West Coast Big Rob, coming to you live here from Near Nirvana YouTube channel, Team Nerd Herd, and with me is...
What's up? If you guys are like really busy tonight, because this is like the shittiest week for covers ever. Overall, just a really not good week for covers. But there's a couple of really good ones. But after that, Cover Fire was a bitch to write this week. But I'm good. I'm rested for the first time in a long time. A little job change again. Woohoo! And I got the kids here, and all is well for the first time in Mike Land in a long time. Jeff, how about you, buddy?
I'm good. Just got home from work. Long day, of course, and I'm excited to do Cover Lovers. We missed last week, so I can't wait to do this week.
Yeah, we had to make it happen this week. I mean, we're not missing 2 weeks in a row.
We almost did. If the Cowboys had lost, we weren't doing the show.
Yeah. I was a bad week. My college team lost. My baseball team at least won the other 2 games.
You're not an Alabama fan, are you?
No, hell no. And I'm glad that happened. But in college, everybody went down. Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, USC, Michigan, everyone went down. So yeah. But
Trish, what are you doing in the chat, Trish? Go to work.
She's hanging out. Jeff, you want to do the banners real quick, man?
Yeah, I'll get that for you. All right. Well, we give a shout out to our sponsors, of course. We've got Cover Price. So if you want 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents, you just got to type in the code Nerdvana14. And then if you go over to our pals at Burst City Comics, you can get 10% off your purchase for using the code TNH10. And of course, you can go get some protectors for your action figures and video games. You can go to displaygeek.com, get 10% off your first purchase by typing the code Team Nerd Herd. And then, of course, we got to give a shout out to our moderator at Santi Rudy One, Uncle Rudy. And then we've got a shout out to our resident DJ Eddie at Beats by Monster. Go say hi to them on Instagram. You ready to go, Big Rob?
All right, I'll hit the chat real quick first before we move forward. Let's see who we got. Hey, I actually put the stream a little early, so GT got that chance to be first. GT, the keys to the community. GT comments, what's going on? Of course, he hits it with a multiple of thumbs up. And Rudy, there's Rudy. And then who we got? Derek. Yeah, man, what's going on, man? I see a different chat throughout the YouTubes all the time. And Kenneth, Bird is the worst going on. Good night. And there's Trish. The Pink Five. Yeah. All right. And I think that's it for now for the chat. We'll have to get the train going on the chat here. So, okay. So, like Mike said, not the greatest week for covers. I went on Midtown and looked around. I think we brought in an old cover, and we're not positive. I think it is an old cover, but we'll discuss that anyways. But, yeah, we'll see. There's some couple big books in here this week, but let's just get it. Let's get this show on the road. We present Arms. Fire. All right. Brought to you by Midtown Comics. Not really. Unofficially. Six boy.
What's up, Sticks?
We're going to start with Absolute Batman. Big book this week.
Wait. Didn't Alonzo make a deck?
No, I did.
No, he did.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Too late. I already did this. That's fine, dude. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it was the first thing he put down about it.
Let me see. Let me look real quick. It's probably the same covers. I know Absolute Batman's in there, but if he did a deck, let me pull it up.
This is also just a light week in general, especially for the big companies. There's not a lot dropping in general, so that already limited.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, pretty much the same covers. A couple extra ones I didn't see. All right. You can do the deck. All right. They're brought to you by Alonzo then.
We may have to switch back over for that old cover. It's not. I don't think it's an old cover though. I really don't. It's not even out yet. He's not even releasing it until like next week. But
Let
whatever.
me move this out of the way.
It's okay, Big Rob. We can go back and forth if we need to.
Yeah, because I think there's hold on. Sorry, guys. This is editing at its finest. Because I think there is maybe some covers that he didn't touch on here as well.
What's going on, Lucy?
Hey,
so
Lucy.
Yeah, Big Rob, you got to talk to Lucy.
Oh, I know. I got the horror show. That's Friday night, right?
Yep. BBB Hardcore Comics, welcome. Thank you for dropping in.
All right. Sorry, guys. All right, there we go.
Excuse me.
So, cover lovers and incentives, and I guess I didn't read the whole thing he said when he's like, "I can't do it." But all right,
DJ Wise.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with Transform. Not bad. We'll talk about Absolute Batman in a minute.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm glad we're starting with this one.
Are you gonna
slideshow it?
Yeah, slideshow it.
You can't see that?
Yeah, I can, but can you make it so it's the whole screen or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Duh! There you go. All right, so Transformers issue 13.
Woot!
Looks like a big book this week.
Yes, Rob.
I'm not sure what's going on with prompted them to do a 1 in 100. But yeah, Transformers a 1 in 25 by Jorge Fornes. Beautiful sound wave. We got the Matina 1 in 50 and Omare 1 in 100. Mike, go ahead.
Oh, the Soundwave Fornes all day long. I love the whole aesthetic, the 80s thing, the graphic like it's a t-shirt decal. Soundwave looking like he's right off the box. Great font for his name. All the colors match. And, okay, so P-Stain, we remember you. You've had some duds in the past. This is a winner. The Matina looks like a blurry mess. The 1 in 100 is a really nice cover, but it's certainly not 1 in 100 level like awesomeness to me. It's a good Optimus cover. It's not great. Excuse me. But that Soundwave is incredible. I love it. I hope I can get myself a copy of that. That gives all of the 80s feels that a Transformers, or at least a G1 Transformers cover should have. So
all right.
I think there's no question about it.
So which one you pick? I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh. Absolutely. The 1 in 25. Jorge Fornes.
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that Megatron. That's looks a little off. Head looks really small. Body looks off too. So I mean, and it's Matina. He it's his style. So I guess it's it is what it is. But it wouldn't be the first thing I picked. Although the colors are cool, right, Big Rob?
Well, it's Energon cubes, right? So that's always a cool color because it's just like purple's part of the Decepticons colors. Man.
Yes. So okay, well, yeah. Now that you said that they're Energon cubes, I kind of get what's going on, but and then the Optimus is it's okay. It's nothing. It's not a 1 in 100. That's for sure. I would actually thought that was the A cover if I didn't know any better. So yeah, that's I skip, and I agree with Mike. This is just nostalgia for me. It literally looks like it's drawn from the animation. The whole aesthetic, the background, the whole 80s callback. I can't remember what this is homaging. Do you know, Big Rob?
Which one? The Soundwave?
Fornes? Yeah, the Soundwave. It's homaging like something.
It's obviously 80s graphics. It could be Max Headroom. It could be a Pepsi commercial. It could be Tron. It could be a million things. But it's basically just homaging 80s vibes.
Oh, in the box, of course. Yeah, that's a pretty nice. That's a pretty clean box.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. And I don't even think those things come unpunched. They're automatically punched like that, right?
What? There's no they didn't
No hanger?
These were not a hanger. They were
Oh.
only shelf toys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was asking Big Rob, what is that background homage? I know homage is something. I can't remember.
No, I don't think it's homage
Yeah.
in specific. It's just in general more. To
It does feel like some design that I've seen on something, though.
Yeah, I've seen those triangles before, and it was like.
Oh yeah, you have at the beginning, the opening of the cartoon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh
right
yeah.
Right at that part, you see the Transformer, the Decepticon and Autobots logo come at you.
But I know there's a poster that has writing in the middle of it,
like that. And those grids, don't forget those grids. That's why I was showing you this, because those grids are on. People don't probably realize it, but those grids are on these boxes.
Yeah, it was. It's at the part where they're coming together to fight.
Exactly.
In the trailer, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, the whole aesthetic, just the grid pattern that's on these boxes. The art is really similar. I mean, I don't see any other. It's like one of the best Transformers covers in a long time.
Yeah, like I said, there's a million things in the 80s. They had a homeboy said the Trapper
Taco
Keeper.
Bell.
No, he also says the Trapper Keeper's right there. So
yeah.
that's all.
Yeah, I remember the Trapper Keeper thing. Yeah, the Miami Vice color pattern. Yep.
Yeah, Max Headroom. It's a million things. But so you're going with the foreigners. I think. Yeah,
makes you want to jazzercise.
Obviously, it's the foreigners. It's obviously it just hits the nostalgia of that button. The art's great. The colors are cool. It's Soundwave. He's the coolest Decepticon. Nothing wrong with the Matina and the Mari. They're also great covers. Pretty beautiful. It's just the Matina, you can never have confidence how much work did he put into it. So that's always
how much input the computer had.
Well, it's not input. It's not just AI. It's also him just literally just boom boom right switching somebody else's work to his work.
Right.
So
yeah, he's been accused of that
a million times at this point. But let's assume it's give him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know. We're just talking out of us as well. But obviously the Fortnite is still better.
There's an Optimus coming for number 14 as well.
Ooh.
On the what style? On the same style?
On the Fornes one, yeah.
Okay, so he's doing this is a gimmick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, the Fornes wins, and it's the most affordable, so it hits all the notes correctly. Let's move on. Terminator, just the Terminator from Dynamite, the 1 in 15 by Edwin Galmon. The 1 in 20 by the mighty and powerful Alex Ross. Actually, this was on my deck. I added this one. Well, actually, there's actually a more expensive one. There's a one without the trade dress. There's
Virgin?
Yeah, it's just a Virgin. So there's, on this Alex Ross, there's multiple versions. There's a regular one without the metal frame. It's just the art itself. But with a trade
what is that, like a 1 in 100 or something?
No, that's just a regular cover.
Oh.
Yeah, and then there's a black and white, I think. Maybe not, but there's at least 4 covers. This is the second most expensive, and then
there's a black and white of all 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, and then David Cousins 1 in 30, interesting concept, kind of the Frankenstein beauty and monster vibe. Jeff,
I already don't like the 1 in 30. It's kind of whatever. Even if they were going for the monster thing, I would have never known that unless you said that.
That's what I immediately thought of Frankenstein when I saw it.
I guess, but it just. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I didn't look at the background. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of meh. Nothing special. I actually don't mind the Edwin Gallman. It's pretty cool perspective. I would have wished that there were more trees actually ablaze instead of embers.
Kitchen there.
Just so that hue would make more sense. But it's okay. obviously that Alex Ross one, I just love like the foreground, the skulls, he makes fire like crazy. That just basically looks like the Human Torch. I don't know if I like his version of the Terminator though. It looks, I don't know if I can't see it, but it looks like it's lacking some details or of like the intricacies of the exoskeleton. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with the Ross, obviously. So, but I would just take the A cover or whatever B cover.
Yeah, I'm looking to see which ones are. I'm looking to see which ones are only incentives and which ones have. I'm going back on there to see if you can get
Or
it.
the Ross.
It's the Ross. I'm looking to see if you can get it in any other way, but I think that's the one. Yeah, you can. Yes.
Well, there's multiple versions, but I think the two metal ones are the incentives.
Yes. So you can get all three of these pieces of art as regular covers, which is
Here's this one.
Yeah, that's the regular.
The regular.
$4.99. Oh, that's the sorry. Yep. But there's a regular, I guess this is like a foil version or something like that, because there's a regular $4.99 version of this. There's a trade dress version of the Galman, and the Cousins I think also has a trade dress one too. So I like the Ross. I'm not sure I like the border on the Ross. I mean, it works and it feels like a VHS, sort of a VHS cover with that. But I think I'm effective, and I like the color choices. The Cousins is definitely out. I don't like that. That's my least favorite of the three by far. But it's sort of a tie between the Gelman and the Ross. I guess if I had him in front of me, I'd probably like the Ross better because there's probably some details I'm not really seeing here in the thumbnail. So I'm guessing that I probably like that one better for real in person. But the Galman's good. I don't mind the Galman. But I don't think I would buy any of these as incentives. I think I'd buy them as just, $4 or $5.
I'm thinking that Alex Ross art is reused art. I think that's an old piece of art for Alex Ross.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't remember. I've never seen it before, but
I never knew he even drew Terminator. So
he has a ton of art that is just like more portrait art that he's like sold.
Right.
I swear this is like reused art.
It might be. I like it though. The flames are cool, but I think I like the perspective on the Galman a little bit better.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just done another Terminator. I'm just confusing him with that. But real quick, me personally, I like the Cousins. I love the concept of Beauty and the Beast.
Do you?
I do. Yeah. I think the cover A is kind of generic, and Alex Ross. For Alex Ross, it's great. For anybody else, it'd be great. But for Alex Ross, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
And Cousins, I mean, at least to me, it's different. I'm like the art doesn't really bother me. It's different enough to make me interested in this book. This will pick more. My Cousins will pick my interest more. Open the book and look at it than the other covers. So that's me. All right, let's move on. All right, the cost. Yeah, see, I did not pick this because this is not art. This is just a picture. But this is Alonso's deck.
This is Mike's favorite stuff. He likes picking on Mike.
We know how Alonso rolls.
Especially when he's not here.
They're both cosplays. This is Vampirella 1 in 10, and Vampirella Dark Reflections number 5, 1 in 10. All right. Well, let's start with Mike. Do you like these pictures?
I actually do like the Vampirella Dark Reflections because it doesn't look like a photo. They staged it really nicely. And as a result, it looks like it could be a really nice oil painting like a Perillo or a Cohen or something like that. So for me, I actually don't mind that one. I mean, I wouldn't buy them just because there's something creeps me out about these covers. I don't really know what it is. It's like, as a 47-year-old man, I feel like this weird, like at the con stalker guy walking around after the pretty girls. It seems strange to me. So I don't know. It's weird to like these. So I've always kind of, I don't know, felt like, I don't know, they always seem weird to me. I don't like the Barbarella at all. I just don't think they've staged it well. I also don't think that really looks Barbarella-ish to me.
The Photoshop was trash on the Vampirella.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with it. So that one's definitely out. But honestly, I'm impressed with all the staging and everything that was done for the Vampirella. I think that's pretty good. If I had to buy one, it would definitely be the Vampirella. But I kind of hate the whole concept. It's always been a weird thing to me. I don't mind cosplayers. I have no problem with the concept of cosplaying, but I do have a problem with them as covers. Same reason why I have a problem with the action figure ones. Those bother me too, because it's just like, I could take a photo of my action figures also. So why does that have to be a cover? So whereas this takes a little bit more, right? You got to get someone that looks relatively like the character. You got to get them dressed up in a costume that looks relatively professional, stage it, take a good photo, filter it correctly, crop it right. Like there's definitely some artistic know-how to making a good one of these. So I can definitely understand this. And the Vampirella is a good one.
I'll push back a little bit on the difficulty on these, because I did newbie like early on Photoshop. These are the Photoshop on these are atrocious, and this is really like beginner level Photoshop, and I can't certify it. I think they're both trash, but if I had to pick one, it's the Vampirella, because you said it's closest to art. And the other one is literally just an Instagram girl and somebody's, like I said, really bad Photoshop. So gotta go the Vampy if I have to with anything, but still bad. Jeff.
I mean, it's a sweep. I would have never guessed I was Barbarella if it didn't have Barbarella set on the top. Like, I would have never known. That looks like honestly, you know what I'm thinking? If you ever gone clubbing as a kid,
oh my god,
you're younger, this looks like one of those little what do they call it, flyers that they would give out.
Yeah, it does.
You know, like it's kind of odd.
Igor, I'm not in love with Selena. I love her art, not the person.
Sure.
Talking about
the Vampirella, I can see where you guys are saying like it looks like it could possibly be painted or drawn. Obviously they did a good job of like putting layers on it that matches the background and the foreground. So I mean, that's good. I'm sure the whole background it's not actually there. It's all drawn and put in.
No, those are photos, bro.
Those are photos?
Yeah, those are all photos. Dude, that's so easy to do on Photoshop.
Oh.
Takes you like an hour tops at the most.
Is that definitely this week? I don't remember seeing that this week, but I could.
Me neither. I don't know where I don't know where Alonzo pulled this out of. I don't remember him at all. To be honest,
I don't remember either one of these.
Yeah.
If I go off of anything, then the Vampirella makes sense. The cover.
These are all Google images in the background, both covers.
I couldn't make sense of that's Barbarella at all. There's a car in the background. There's neon lights. I'm like really weirded out here.
Barbarella's like 60s space.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just Alonzo pulling our legs and says, "Yeah, it's Barbarella 1."
And it's Gun Honey.
I don't know. Now Igor, if we were talking about like Carla Cohen, that's different.
Oh, that is way different.
That's way different. And look, I'm not saying anything. Selena is a lovely person, but I am not in love with Selena. I'm just in love with her art. There's a big difference.
Well, okay, we'll think about that. I think we wasted too much time on these covers. These covers both slash.
Okay,
yeah, we wasted too much time on it already.
Dwellings, All Hallows Eve special number 1. This is the 1 in 10. It's like almost an X-ray variant of the regular cover by Jay Stevens. So, Mike.
It's a cool concept to do something different but similar from a regular cover. I like that idea. It's sort of like what Trish and the folks at Feral did with that glow in the dark one. Kind of have sort of a similar idea. I've liked these Dwellings covers. They're really fun. This one's no exception, although I think I like the regular A cover better than the variant. I think that the blue and all those colors are cooler on that. I just think it works a little bit better as the whatever that is, A or B or whatever cover that is. I think I like it better. But that said, what a pretty landscape. But they're both fun. I guess it's like is he tickling the bat? Is that the idea? It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
they're cute. They're cute. They work. They have that sort of like Archie mixed with pre-code horror together, kind of an interestingness to them, which is a cool mashup. I sort of dig them. They're cool. But like I said, I prefer to buy the $5 regular cover over the $10 variant.
Yeah.
it's cool. But because I'm not like well versed in Dwellings, I would have never known this cover was an homage. So I would think a lot of people wouldn't know either. I think Dwellings is, it's not like hugely popular amongst a lot of collectors, but I could assume that it's pre-horror stuff, so a lot of people, a lot of collectors, like serious collectors, are into these kind of books.
And yeah, you're right. I misspoke. It's more Harvey comics than Archie. Sorry, you're absolutely right. This is definitely a Harvey homage. Sorry.
Yes. It's cool. A 1 in 10. It's not bad for 1 in 10. That's cool. I will put the homages. I like the homages in the 1 in 10 or B or C cover. I don't want it to be more than that, really, because you are technically copying.
Yep. Truth.
Yeah. All right. So it's maybe it's a maybe cover. Let's move on. All right. Back to where we started from initially. Absolute Batman #1. Like I said, probably the biggest book this week. This is a 1 in 25 by Ian
Bertram.
Close enough. Jeff.
This reminds me of like the Dark Knight, kind of very big, oversized, over-exaggerated Batman.
No, that's how they draw him in the book too.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's okay. I don't think there's anything special about this that would make it a 1 in 25 to me. I think it's a good A or B cover, but I like how they're bringing back like the old words from like the 60s Batman TV series. That's cool, little throwback. But I don't know. I think it's just the hype for the book. I don't think it's anything about the cover. So it's just a meh cover for me.
It's a meh for Jeff. Mike, is that a meh for you too?
It's kind of a meh for me, but I have to say, this style, I'm always kind of polarized on this style. This like lots of ink work.
Very Maria Wolf, huh?
Yeah, well, it is, honestly, and I have to, again, and I do this for Maria too. I have to appreciate just how much work goes into these kinds of covers. The style is not for me, and Maria is not the only other one, that does this. There's a couple of other artists too. And it kind of has like a 90s nostalgia feel to it, which I don't necessarily hate. I don't have a problem with this being on this book. I just wouldn't buy it. So it sort of works for these Dark Knight-ish kind of books, and I think that's fine. But I think it just feels overworked to me and a little bit too over the top. I want it to be just a little bit more reined in, I think, than this. But it's not a bad cover. Don't know that I feel like it's a 1 in 25 worthy piece, but it's cool. I could see people liking this. I'm just not among them.
I am curious about the particular actual story for this book. I'm wondering where it might have something going on with it.
I've already heard things about this absolute run. all the way across the board, like story wise, and it's interesting. If you guys know, it's Darkseid did something, and yeah, so I don't want to give it away.
No,
but basically, yeah, this is not the Batman you once knew. If you're a hardcore Batman fan, like his origin and everything, this might piss you off. So just keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, because this is like a multiverse, right? So you got to keep in mind that this is not going to be your normal Batman. But I'm interested in reading it.
Hyper.
What up, Hyper? Yeah, this reminds me of 90s as well. Very much in that Image times, where everyone's like oversized and overdrawn. So, yeah.
I think maybe that's the reason why I have this weird, like, I put my backup on it, because we're all remembering what we all did in the 90s with comics and overbought and had all this stuff that we couldn't even burn.
Multiple copies.
Yeah.
When I couldn't afford multiple copies.
Yeah. So it's got, it's got, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Little Bird. Yeah. I remember that stuff too. That did look like this. There's a lot of artists that draw in this style, and I don't hate it, but it's definitely not for me. It's fine to be on these books, and it feels comic-y. I have to remember that too.
Miller Batman, yes.
So it's cool. In Miller, yep.
Yeah,
it's
I like the Dark Knight.
Definitely a Miller Dark Knight feel to it, no question.
I think it's better than Miller, but let's go.
Oh, I do too.
I didn't say anything.
For the record, I do too. But
I love you, Frank.
I don't.
I don't either. And don't forget, I'm a huge Daredevil person too. So
Ahsoka #4 by Rod Reyes, 125. Mike, you're the Ahsoka guy. What's going on?
Yeah, I like it. I'm wondering if photo reference was used for this.
Oh, 100%.
That's what it looks like.
Well, not the what's her name? The green girl? I can't remember her damn name. Era, yeah. That doesn't look photo reference at all.
No, but Ahsoka definitely does. Not sure about the rest of it. But so I've got a question. I want to ruffle some feathers tonight because I'm just in that mood. So if you guys saw these characters like this, and this was the first panel you ever saw these characters on, like this, just like this, would you think that was a first appearance? Would this count as a first appearance?
Huh?
If you saw all these characters just like this, in the cockpit like this,
I see what you're saying.
Would you think that this was a first appearance?
Are you talking about
Jace?
I'm talking about all the people that think that what is it?
Kanan, right?
Yeah, Kanan #4 is the first appearance of the Rebels.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people think 6.
When a panel just like this exists in issue #1.
I always have to believe that 1 is the first appearance.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's 4. I don't think it's 6.
I agree. 100%.
That's the first time.
Wait. What are we talking about? Kanan?
Yeah.
So if you open literally the first page of Kanan #1 is this shot with all the Rebels.
Oh, but her hand is turning away from the view.
It's just all of them sitting around each other.
Yeah, but apparently that's not a first appearance. Not in that case. This doesn't make any sense.
The definition of first appearance boggles my mind.
Now these days it's all political. It's whatever the person that has the loudest voice says. So that's
whoever bought the most copies of one of the issues.
Yeah, you go buy #4. Go right ahead. That's fine.
That's why I have #1. I always thought that was the first appearance.
It is.
Key Collector says 6, so that makes it true.
Kiss my ass. Just because they don't say their name, it literally means first appearance. They appeared first on the first issue.
I agree, and I'm sorry we got us down this rabbit. Us down this rabbit hole. This cover's okay. I think I like the EM Gist a little bit better this time around, which is a regular cover for those that are looking. I think there might be a Virgin incentive for that as well. I'm not positive. I think it's a high ratio. I forget. And there's actually another decent one too. But this one's okay. I don't know that it doesn't. I don't think it feels 1 in 25 to me. And I'm worried that the Rosario section of this cover is photo retouch, which bothers me a little bit.
He might just have traced it.
Maybe
this book's 3 years late. Jeff.
Me, I actually don't like it. And the reason why I don't like it is because the two mixed media of art and not so art. Because I agree with Mike. The first thing I saw when I saw the first thing I thought when I saw this was, oh, that's a photo of Ahsoka from the show. And then when I look down, I go, oh, well, those are drawn. I mean, it looks like a well-drawn kid's book, but it's like this two mixed media. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't like it when they do that. And it just looks like he threw a sticker or a magnet right on top of that of Ahsoka.
Yep.
Like it's completely out of place.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
They could have got rid of that. The damn book says Ahsoka. We know Ahsoka's in it. So she didn't need to be on the cover. They could have just left the cover without her.
Yeah, but it would have been kind of a shitty cover without her.
Kind of, yeah.
Because look at that. Like put your thumb over her and look at the rest of the cover. It's kind of crappy.
It like I said, it looks like a child's book art from it, like highlights, like a more better drawn highlights. But
highlights.
I always go back to highlights. I love.
You
highlights.
brought that up an awful lot on this show.
Yes. Sorry, I love highlights.
Everybody's sitting in the dentist's office right now has a highlight in their hand.
Yeah, this is not a 1 in 25 for me.
Nope, neither.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the little boy's first appearance.
Yeah, it could be. Oh, but it won't be though, because they're in the cockpit, so it won't be. At least not according to certain apps, anyway. Who bought 5,000 copies of number 4?
Because they missed out on one.
I'm not naming anybody this week because I'm afraid that I got in trouble a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to get anyone in trouble again. So.
You look about Kanan.
What up, still chilling?
Well, it's Ahsoka's so oversaturated at this point that you're better. If you want to collect Ahsoka, is those first 10 books, really, honestly. Those Kanan books, those Clone Wars books.
Yep.
Those little small pocket graphic novels.
It's always going to be that variant, that one of 1,000 Clone Wars #1, and
the
magazine, a little pocket, the book that came with Target, and then there's a couple of kids books.
Yeah.
I forget what Topher says the most early one is called. I can never remember the name of that one.
Well, the early
kind of a
earliest Ahsoka is the Star Wars Insider.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
The problem with that though is it's a frame from the show.
Yep.
So people have a problem with that because it's not like a standalone piece. It's just
what I would agree that it's the first time you see her in any.
It introduced her as Star Wars Insider. That's the first time you ever see Ahsoka.
But what Mike says is it is a still from the show. So is that really a first appearance?
Yeah, that's hard. Well, it's kind of it's like that Harley Quinn one, right? The Harley Quinn from what the hell is that magazine?
Well, people want to count Miles Morales then preview, so
yeah. Again, those are all just the Harley is just a still from the show, from the Batman cartoon. So I don't know.
There's a black and white image on like some of the early comic book previews. Not previews, but it was like some sort of an early comic book magazine of Harley, I think. But okay, we're on a whole off tangent. Let's move on.
It's okay. People like this info. This is good info.
So yeah, I remember those speculation days of 2019, 2020. It was great times.
It was great time. It was fun.
Everybody lost their damn.
I'm looking for the name of that book for everybody that cares. For people that are really homers about Ahsoka,
No,
I have one, and I bought it on eBay, so I can find the name in just a second.
you know what I like doing sometimes? I like looking
here
at
it
this the Spawn first appearance in Key Collector. So like it keeps changing all these extra
I know, like
appearances.
early magazine concepts.
Every
right?
magazine, newspaper you can find.
So right now, Ahsoka's first appearance is tracked down to Clone War. It's a kid's book, Clone Wars Front Row Seat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's a comic book, right? That's like actual comic book panels.
It's I don't remember. I have to go look at my copy. But.
Yeah, because for comic book panels, it's some other stuff. But like the first image you see of her, of that particular character, is the Insider. There's nothing before that, because it was this presentation, the introduction of the character.
Yeah, comic scene. That's it for the Harley.
Oh.
Yeah, awesome sauce. I think you're right. I think it was. I think it was comic scene.
Yeah. All right. More Star Wars. Ewoks #1. This is a 1 in 50 by Ben and Harvey. I didn't even see this one yet. You know me. I love that the action figure one with the coin and all that crap.
Yeah.
So that's just me. I'm getting that. But this is a cool book. I dig it. Mike.
I love it. I love it. I love that they're doing Ewoks. There's another cool one too. I can't remember who the artist is, but it's the homage to original Marvel Star Wars '94 with the. I think it's supposed to be Wicket with his foot up on a stormtrooper helmet. That's been redone as well for this issue. I like them both. They're both tough. I mean, they make the Ewoks look badass and kind of like rabid almost. It's great. They just look like warriors. This is cool, man. This is a good piece of art, good perspective, some really good drama going on here. You either love or you hate the Ewoks. I love the Ewoks. I was the right age in 1983, so this stuff does it for me. I think it's hysterical. My only problem with this whole book is that amazing piece that Trish did years ago, they didn't use her piece. I hope that maybe somebody retroactively will let her print that thing because it's awesome. One of the best Ewoks cover non-covers I've ever seen. But this is a great piece. This is really cool. I like this one, and I like that other one that I mentioned. That's the homage to Star Wars '94. So I'm all about this one. There's a regular version of this, by the way. If you don't want the Virgin, there's a B cover that's the same image.
Here, before we move on to this, let me show you the other covers real quick.
You've been out of the room for 20 minutes.
There's a cover A.
Yeah, that's the one.
Then there's the regular one.
Oh.
This is the one I love.
Yeah, of course. That's got all the feels, right? That's good.
Yeah. And there's this variant by Livy Lopez.
Yeah, that was probably the worst of the four, but
yeah, you're right. It's homaging that old Star Wars book. Yeah,
which is actually a really terrible cover, but I love it anyway.
Yeah, that's definitely not a great art. All right, let's go back, Jeff.
Yeah, I dig it. When you were mentioning the figures that you were still getting, I was thinking it from the top of my head that this looks like the art, like the cool art that we like on some of the toys. So like the Masters of the Universe, the Transformers, like the G.I. Joe. Like this looks like it could have been art on one of those, like the back of the packaging.
Master of the Universe, but Ewoks, right?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I dig that. I'm with Mike. I'm a huge fan of Ewoks. I was 6, 7?
Yeah.
When that came out. So like, yeah, that was my jam. Just like kids 20, 30 years ago or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like 30 years ago. What is that?
I met actually one of the Ewoks at LA Comic Con.
You lucky SOB.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We just talked to her for a little bit, but she's cool. What Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, I mean, like 30 years ago, fans of Jar Jar Binks, they were kids. So that's their air. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I don't show stuff like this off very often, guys. This is a rare opportunity for me to actually show some of the stuff in this room. But this is actually one of Paplu's real screen used staves from Return of the Jedi.
Paplu.
Yeah.
That's the.
Oh my my goodness.
Chieftain, not a chieftain, the
No.
medicine one, right?
This is Paplu's.
Paplu's the brown one or the medicine?
Paplu's the one that steals the speeder bike.
Yeah, the brown one. Yeah, okay, yeah. The darker brown one. I know they're all brown, but the darker brown, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
been-
brought that
it's
up.
been
That shut me up.
repaired. It's been repaired. Both of the tips were snapped off. They've been repaired back on.
Very cool. It looks original. So the
Oh,
whoever did it.
Well, this is from Prop Store of London. This is for real.
No, I mean they do the tips. They redo the tips at the shop.
No, they so the shop I worked at, we repaired them. So
Oh, that's right.
So most of this tip existed. We just had to get it back on and texture it and paint it correctly to match.
Damn, you
And
guys
then
did a
this
really good job.
And then this one was I actually did this one because it was my prop. I was allowed to do it. And then this tip, there were some pieces of it, so we kind of used the pieces that were there and just reconstructed what was left. But I mean, it's only just the very tips. The rest of it's completely
Way to flex, Mike.
with the original with the fur. This is actually fur. I don't know what kind of fur this is, but it's actually fur. I think it's rabbit fur. I'm not sure.
Wow.
And then it's actually a stick. And the cool thing about it being a real stick is that you can actually screen match the grain on the stick in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, so there is no doubt about the fact that this is one of probably two. And what's interesting also is there's an image. I forget where I saw the image. There's an image in one of the magazines that actually shows Pat Blue holding this staff with both of the tips broken off.
Wow.
So the broken tips happened on set.
Is that the hero?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the one that's actually screen used in the main parts of the film, right?
Correct. Yes, it is.
Wow. See, this is what happens back in the days when they just threw shit in the dumpster.
Yep.
Jesus.
And back in the day, I got this a long time ago. It was actually pretty cheap in comparison to what it would probably cost now.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's what he's talking
I have no idea what. I mean, props have gotten out of control.
about.
Yeah, one of the images you can see that the tips are broken off, or at least one of the tips is broken off. I can't remember.
Yeah,
which one
right
it is.
there. That
Can you
tip's
see?
like half off.
Yeah, so it happened on set, which means we probably shouldn't have repaired it in hindsight as a result, because I didn't find that image until after we had repaired it. But the fact that the tip was there, that when I bought it, it came with the pieces. We figured, well, it must have happened in storage, but it didn't. I think it happened on set.
He was played by Kenny Baker too.
It was. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, R2D2 also played Paplu.
That was used by Kenny Baker.
Yes, it was.
God.
I know.
I don't even care about this cover anymore.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sabotage the chat. Sorry.
No, the cover's great, but the staff is greater.
Yeah,
Cool.
The spear.
I'm really proud of having this piece. As an Ewok fan, I am. I'm really
See you
proud.
later, awesome. Thank you for dropping in.
I don't show that level of stuff off very often because I don't necessarily like everyone to know the stuff I own. But this one I'm really proud.
That's so cool. I feel like the inner child of myself when I was watching it. I'm like, oh.
And that's why I can't put it down, because I have that same feeling right now.
Oh,
All right, let's move on. Cool cover. Let's move on.
it is.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry, boys. Probably you didn't want me to do that, but
No, that's cool too.
Scarlet number 5, the 1 in 50 by Torrent Clark.
A little, very.
So Jeff, why Mike's busy? Go ahead and start this cover.
So I like Torian Clark. I kind of dig this cover. I think there's a couple of things off, but I'm being super picky. Just the is that supposed to be Storm Shadow or like a version
Storm
of
Shadow,
Storm Shadow?
yes.
yeah, I think
That's
so.
fine.
I don't know who that other character is though.
That's Jinx in the back.
Is it Jinx? But why does she not have her?
Yeah, that's why I didn't recognize her.
I thought it should be also, but it didn't. I wasn't sure.
No, she takes her mask off all the time.
Okay. So obviously my issue is is not the perspective, but his arm. That is a baby's arm on a full-grown man. It's off. It just looks funky, off, weird. I know he was trying to get an angle on it and a perspective, but it's wrong in my eyes. I do like the perspective he put on. Is that Lady Jane?
No, that's Scarlet.
Scarlet? Yeah, on Scarlet. So
That's
that
Scarlet.
works for me. Jinx is fine. I even dig the background because it's very like, you know, American flag kind of thing. So cool. Just Storm Shadow's arm is really bad. Maybe even his torso's a little off too. Yeah. So that's my only gripe about it. Other than that, I like the art. Art looks fine. Yeah.
I love this cover. It's a great cover. I like the touch of the Storm Shadow symbol as the background. Giant Storm Shadow symbol. So that's awesome.
Is that Storm Shadow symbol?
Yeah, I believe so. It's that or Snake Eyes. I can't remember which one.
I thought they were going for American flag. My bad.
No, it's the symbol for Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes. One or the other. I can't remember. And Jinx, I think, was cool. And that modern Jinx is maskless a lot of times nowadays. So
Okay.
it's just what she is nowadays. Scarlet always looks great. I think Pretty Clock did a pretty good job. I did the cover. Before I move to Jeff, to Mike.
You like his teenage arm?
It doesn't bother me that much. There is also another burst cover for 1 in 25, and it has cool. I can't remember.
That's cool.
Is Torin saying that that's the arm right there in the picture?
Yeah, that's kind of what he's saying.
It's so weird.
So there's also a 1 in 25
Itty
burst.
bitty arm.
So if you want that, that's available. Okay, Mike.
It's just okay. It's some I think I would have liked it if it were just Scarlet alone on this one. Because I dig the pose, although there's a similar pose with the Sia cover this time around also, which I also kind of dig. I like Sia's style. It's simple, it's sort of old school, but so I don't know. I think this is a little bit too busy, a little hard to figure out what's going on, and there's some weird, like Jeff said, some weird proportional issues with the cover. But overall, it's okay. It certainly doesn't. It's not 1 in 50. I wouldn't pay anywhere near that for this cover, but it would be a cool B cover.
Okay. Crocodile Black, number 5, 1 in 25. Steve Beach. Mike.
This one interests me a lot. I really like this cover. I like that it tells story. The lighting on it is impeccably good. It's creepy as hell. It's good atmosphere, good environment. I mean, I think this is a really good composition overall. I just really like it. Steve Beach does good work. I don't think we mentioned him often enough. This is just a really good, solid cover, and it feels like a 1 in 25. And I don't believe there's any other way to get this art. I don't think there's a trade dress version of this. Not that I've seen.
Sorry, Jeff.
Were you muted?
I freeze?
No, Big Rob was muted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. First thing I saw is the eyes and the crocodile body, and yeah, I'm freaked out as hell already. Kind of a cool perspective. Obviously, it's from the floor looking up. Yeah, that is freaky. It's good art. I just love all the details in the wood, the door, the panel on the floors, the detail on the old man, kind of just chilling, little sadness going on, aging.
Hey, easy does it. Easy does it. Happens to the best.
He's got the dad bod.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So I mean, and the details on the jeans, that's really good. Yeah. So I like the art wise. Not for me, but it's yeah, I would agree. It's definitely a incentive worthy cover, a 1 in 25 cover. So Yeah, that's freaky as hell.
No, I wasn't terrified there, Derek. I was more laughing at it because when I see this, it makes me laugh when I see this cover because all I think of like this room must smell like farts. So
Oh, you're right.
It probably does.
yeah, because it's like, oh my god, I just laid a big one. It feels so good. One thing that bothers me is this right here. Is that like a steering wheel? The handle to a rifle? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, it looks like there's two things going on there, or the crocodile is like a mix of some kind of alien.
Because this looks like screw, like like a flat shaped screw.
Oh, it's a Phillips.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking flathead screw.
Oh,
Yeah,
over.
they look like screws. You're right.
Yeah,
I thought they were eyes.
they might be eyes, but I think of screws when I see that. And I'm like, oh, this is the handle to a rifle. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm just confused by it and and just comically entertained. But this is me. It's solid art. No, art's wrong with art. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's the pose. Yeah, massive part really. Phoenix 14. I'm sorry, 4. 1 in 25 by Karen S. Darbo.
It's cool. I would just get the A cover though. I don't think it needs to be a virgin. Although the trade dress sucks.
Oh, that's an understatement.
Hey, I'm trying to be nice here today. It's okay. I like more of the wings and stuff. I just wish there was more detail in her. But I guess it's. I mean, it's okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I said, I don't think it's an incentive-worthy cover to me. The celestial bodies kind of look blah. Whatever the moon, the earth, or whatever the hell they're supposed to be, just kind of look whatevers.
Yeah,
So-
when there's a space scene in the background, it should be badass. It should always
Yeah.
be fucking covered badass. And yes, I agree with you. It's kind of blah. A little bit anime vibe to it though. So
I get it.
uh,
So I pass.
there's a blah for Jeff.
I get an A. I get the A cover.
So I really dig the art. I like her style. And there's like the missing details are part of the style, and I sort of dig that. I'm okay with it. It has kind of an impressionistic feel to it, which works for me. And I agree. Like, would I overpay for the incentive of this? It's not that good of a piece, but the trade dress and the barcode suck so bad that it almost makes me want to buy the Virgin version. So, spoiler alert: this is the winner of Cover Fire this week, and I begrudgingly put it as the winner. But there's nothing else to beat it. It's the best piece of raw art, I think, of the week for regular covers.
Wow.
Man, it was really hard to choose this. It was really hard to choose this as the winner because I'm going, oh my god, this would never win on any other week. But still, I really do like the piece. I think it's a good composition overall, good color, and a really striking piece. It kind of has that Marvel Masterpieces kind of a feel to it.
The hair is awesome.
Yeah, the hair is awesome. The flame wings are super cool. I agree. The planet and the moon, I assume that's Earth and the moon, could be better. I do like the sunshine coming over the horizon there. The what do they call that? Crap. There's a name for that. But
flare, the lens flare.
But there's a name for that line on the planet that I can never remember. They talk about it during eclipses all the time. But whatever that word is, someone in the chat will correct me, I'm sure. But I dig it. I think it's a really nice piece. Man, that Phoenix trade dress is so horrible. It really does ruin it. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Corona. That's the word. Corona.
Yes.
I got it before anybody corrected me.
I'm weird. I guess you know what I saw when I saw her wings? I saw the Ultimate Warrior's face.
Shut up. That's hilarious because I see it now. You damn it.
I can't unsee that.
Because when if you're listening to his rants and when you get an interview, the moon and the space and the planets come together, and the warrior will survive. That's
and then shaking the.
Yeah, literally.
Also makes me want to pull out my Alice Cooper and Kiss records.
Yeah, so everything he explains in his rants. It's right here in the
Terminator line. That's hilarious.
All right, Phoenix number 4, 125, the winner of cover fire this week.
I know, terrible. Should never be the winner of anything, but it is.
Before we hit the Source exclusive, there's a few other covers I pulled to the side. I thought we should probably talk about. Let's start with a good one. Oh, well, at least I think it's a good one. I don't know. We'll see. John Boy.
I remember this.
Spider-Man Black Suit, Blood, number 3. This is the I'm assuming the 1 in 100, because it's $157 on Midtown.
Damn.
The reason I picked because he did one of my favorite Venom cover, and one of my favorite Carnage covers as well. So he is actually doing here a Black Suit Spider-Man. So I don't know. I definitely don't love it as much as those covers. Those covers I love. This one's solid for John Boy. Interesting, but it might be popular. Mike.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not John Boy's best work, but he's working in the constraints of whatever the costume is supposed to be. So that's hard already. I love his style. I love his work. I think he's a really, really good, solid artist, especially for these kinds of books. But it's certainly nowhere near 100 and whatever the hell you said it was. That's crazy town. It's not that good a book. Is there also a regular version of this cover?
No. Well, maybe there is. Yeah, there is. $6.
Yeah. See, then no. Yeah. Again, anytime there's some other way to get that art, there's just doesn't warrant that kind of a price tag. It's okay. There's plenty of other John Boy books I'd rather have over this one, though. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch of G.I. Joes and Transformers books right there.
Or just buy that kid's Spider-Man book with the Venom cover.
Oh, the Venom, yeah, 100%, 1,000%.
Maybe his best cover ever.
Probably. Jeff.
I've always had the same thinking that Mike has, where I'm like, if there's 2 versions of the cover, there's the other, whatever incentive cover there is, it shouldn't be worth that much. It shouldn't hold that much of value when you can get the other one for regular cover price.
Yep.
That just always blows my mind, because that means there's even more of that art out there. It doesn't make it that rare.
What it always says to me is eventually these kinds of books won't be worth anything because no one will care. They
always come back down, and it's just everyone's seen the cover before, so who cares? It does. Yep. It's just in the noise,
100%.
So what I like about it, I mean, it's funny. The webbing looks like it's like animated. It doesn't even look like it kind of comes from this. But look, I like John Boy. I would probably murder him a little bit on this one, more than you guys would. I just don't like Spidey's legs. So, and that's it. I'm just gonna stop there. I'm good.
One of many criticisms for this one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stop there because I like John Boy, and I would buy a cover. And Big Rob, you're muted again.
I didn't notice that leg until you said it. That reminds me of that fucking hand from Scary Movie of the Butler. You remember remember the Butler with the small little hand and shit?
Yeah, it looks decrepit and like a bones, like a skeleton. It's like broken.
Yeah. That's what it reminds me. That's horrible fucking leg. I just realized that. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Yeah, the leg is bad. Actually, both legs are bad. Honestly, it looks like he has a nub on the other one.
Yeah. Just forget about the bottom part of the body. Just stick to the torso.
Yeah, I don't want to go any further.
All right. Yeah, that just kills it immediately.
I do like to take a moment though. Whenever one of my favorite people in comics does, we talk about John Boy is one of the greatest dudes ever. He's kind. He's generous. He's obviously talented. Not necessarily this cover, notwithstanding, per se, but he's just such a good dude.
He's humble.
If you ever get a chance to meet him, very humble, very approachable, just a great guy. So if you ever get a chance to meet him, make sure you do that.
Oh, by the way, the Chiefs and the refs are winning again. So just listening.
Chiefs and the refs.
Chiefs and the refs. I thought he said the Rams. I was like, how can both of them be winning?
Well, the Chiefs and the refs. I finally found.
Yes. Oh, I was so hoping this was in the deck. Yes.
I finally found a Ryan Gonzalez cover that I actually love.
It fits. It fits though. Too. Her style.
I do too. I agree.
I was like, wow, this is actually good. I was like, wow.
I actually kind of want this now that you showed me this. You suck.
I do.
Yeah, let me give you the info. This is Garfield number 3, cover D, the 1 in 10 by Ryan Guns, the Virgin variant. So,
dude, how am I gonna find this? I gotta buy it online. I'm not gonna buy it in my LCS.
Yeah, it's such. I'll take first dibs on this. This is such a badass cover. Everything about this is awesome. The fucking lasagna, the pizza, the burger, the cola,
the baby rainbow. Garfield.
So good.
The Garfield, the doggy, the little piggy on the milk carton. Everything's so well done. The colors are brilliant. I love this, right? I think you knocked it out of the park. This is perfectly in your lane. I love this. This is great, Mike.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and you know me. I have not liked her stuff, and this is the perfect example of the right artist for the right book. And when you put the style like this on this book, it works perfectly. We all want it. I want it. Everybody in the chat seems to want it. Like it screams perfect for this.
No, I wouldn't, Derek. You don't know me very well. I would not be ashamed.
I love it, and I want one. Obviously, I'm a big Garfield guy, but well, maybe not. Obviously, you guys don't know that, but yeah, I want to get this, and that's crazy for me to say that I want a Ryan Gonzalez piece, but I do.
Jeff.
Yeah, obviously, I'm the more of the homer for Ryan Gonzalez on this panel. I do like more of her art than they do, and I understand why they don't, because I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with her art. I just think it's her style that doesn't fit with certain books.
Agreed.
And certain characters.
Yep.
So I understand that part of it. I get it. It's a little too cutesy, a little too kawaii. Is that the word that they use? You know, it's very but this fits. It's animation, it's cartoons, it's Garfield and Odie are supposed to be cute. And God, it fits perfectly. It makes you it kind of, if you really want to think about it, this brings joy by looking at it, and that's what I get. So hell yeah, I want to find it.
I think her sequel should be a Heathcliff cover somewhere.
Oh. Yeah. Look, if she does all of the 80s animations, go for it. All those comic books.
I'd love to see My Pet Monster. That'd be awesome. So there's a lot of that characters you could definitely do. They'll be great. So makes sense. This is of course Garfield number 3, the 1 in 10 by Ryan Gonzalez.
Now I want freaking lasagna, bro.
And you can't get this in a regular cover either.
All right. Let me pull this guy out. Boom. Sentinels number 1 by Nick Bradshaw, variant cover. This is I think 1 in 25.
Trish, are you drawing Garfield, Trish?
What?
I bought a bunch of Garfield blanks to mess with. Oh, you're gonna put your strays on there, huh?
Oh, that'd be good.
Or your ferals.
All right, so we got a cool X-Men book here, Jeff.
Oh, can you take that off?
Oh, I'm sorry. We got this right. Oh.
I did it. Yeah. Who's this by?
This is by Nick Bradshaw. This is the 1 in 25.
Okay. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah. It's cool.
Sentinels. Should be a big book this week. A reader book. I don't know about this art itself, but at least for the reading folks out there, this should be a popular book.
It's cool. I guess this reminds me of like Theo's early 2000s ratios. The kind of art for the X-Men. Just kind of throw everybody in. It's cool. I don't want to. I don't think there's anything bad about it. I don't think I can say anything, negative. I just you don't like his legs.
Way too skinny.
His crab legs, his chicken legs.
Yeah, chicken legs, cyclops.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine, I think.
Yeah, everything's fine. I just don't know if it's. I don't know if it's incentive worthy to me. That's all.
Agreed.
That's it. It's good art.
You could probably get it for $15 out there. I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be discounted. So
yeah, I mean, at my LCS, you would probably be able to get it for 15 if it's selling for 18 online.
Yeah, you definitely missed that day.
Again, it's a cool A cover.
Yeah, like day, baby. Like day. Mike, thoughts?
Incredible splash page, but not worthy of an incentive.
Yeah, it is a splash page. I agree with you on that. Yeah, that definitely has that vibe. So
that's all I got.
That's all you got. I think I got one more. There's one really crappy one if you want to tear something down, and I think a pretty good one. Let's go with the crappy one. Make fun of something. Action Comics Volume 2.
Oh no, I knew it.
70. Mark Spears. DC All In. Boom. Mike.
Okay, so when you see what Mark Spears is capable of with that Bride of Frankenstein cover that he did on his own Monsters book, and how that thing blew up to like a $50 book, and then you see this, and you're like, wait, same guy? This was clearly phoned in. This is not great. There's all kinds of like layers missing, and it just, I don't know, it just is. It's pretty bad. It basically looks like he's made out of rubber. Yeah, this is not at all his best work. He clearly did not have his heart in this one, considering what we all know now that he's capable of doing with all those covers from last week or 2 weeks ago. So this is pretty horrible. There's all kinds of like anatomical issues that everything just looks like it's made out of rubber. Yeah. Not good.
Once you said that,
he has carpal tunnel. His hand is fucking cramping, dude.
Oh my god! When you said rubber, all I could think was flubber. It's just a blue version of flubber.
Yeah.
And he grew himself into a Superman.
Yep.
I don't know if it's scam.
He looks like Jello.
Yeah.
But it's almost like I feel like this is printed on newspaper. You can see the line work on it too much. You look at the lighting on the face; it looks like newspaper print.
Yeah, it's weird. The whole thing's weird.
Jeff, final thoughts before we move on.
Yeah, proportions are off. I mean, obviously, the left hand is big, the right hand is small, right arm looks off, it's small. It's like actually his left arm is kind of shortened too. If you really think about it, the way it is, it's just it looks wrong. The way he's kind of bent and curved, like he's sticking his ass out. I'm out. Like this is, I'm okay. I can live. There's plenty of other Superman covers. This is not gonna go in the comic book box.
So Hyper, yeah, you're right. I mean, he is Superman, so he's the everlasting gobstopper because he's unkillable.
Damn it, Hyper.
Not my whatever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he has good art, but then he does something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, look, parts of it is not bad, but most of it is not good.
You're better off going.
Bride of Frankenstein one's selling for now.
You're better off going to Walmart picking up that new McFarlane toy Superman they just dropped today. That's pretty good.
I mean, as fast as he flies, he doesn't. She shouldn't need an iron to iron his cape. That is a wrinkled ass cape.
He didn't iron it.
cheapest one of those Bride of Frankenstein books is $65 right now.
Oh, the monsters.
It was just a regular cover.
Burgard.
It was just a regular $5 cover, and it's $65. It's the cheapest one on eBay right now.
Good
That's
Lord.
From 2 weeks, right?
What's that?
The one from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Mark Spears Monsters #1.
Yeah, because that book probably wasn't highly ordered anyways.
$65 actually dropped in price. It was going over 100.
Yeah, briefly.
Hey, you know what?
So no, wait a minute. The one that was going for 100, that was the Kickstarter one.
Oh.
Yeah. So and that's an earlier iteration of it. But no, this one's just the regular one off the rack. And I don't know what you had to put in for the Kickstarter to get that cover.
That's 13x.
Probably not much.
But the one that was just the regular off the rack one, which I literally just pulled off my LCS rack and paid whatever 20% off of $5. So do the math, whatever, $4 and change, and it's $65 now.
And if you think about it, that's pretty remarkable considering it's based on just the cover. When you think about what's his name, Black Panther's son, when his first appearance came out, and everyone went crazy over that book.
Yeah,
that book reached $35, $40 maybe, the regular A cover.
Yeah, but this is a much lesser ordered book, though. I mean,
this is very true.
Most shops probably didn't get a single copy of it, let alone that particular cover.
But at least there was spec on that book. This is a simple cover.
Right.
Love that. I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. I hope it stays. Not because I have one, but because it deserves it. It's a beautiful cover.
How's your toasted spec now?
I still got that bullshit. We'll hit your book at the end there, Mike, and we'll move on to some store exclusives.
Okay, cool.
I have not looked at this. I don't know what's behind this window. So
there's not many. There's not many, sir.
Behind door number 1.
There's
all right,
3 doors.
John Yang, Amazing Spider-Man 61, cool Doctor Doom cover. The cost of the set is $40, limited to, I'm assuming, 3,000, 1,000.
Yes.
So, Mike, your thoughts? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a little pedestrian, I think, even for Jang. I'm never a huge fan of just face covers unless it's like someone doing a commission for you, and that's all you could afford. And so that's always kind of the way I feel about these kinds of covers was, oh, you went on the bottom end of the commission price list, didn't you? So these are the simplest kinds of covers for people to draw. So as a result, they always kind of feel a little phoned in to me. It's okay. There's some cool details. I think he got some of the metal stuff wrong on it, which kind of bothers me a little bit. And then sort of cheated around the edges a little bit too. So I
did.
Yeah. Where there should have been something else going on there. It's just okay. This does not warrant anything more than a $4 price tag, in my opinion. And I think it's a little bit lazy.
I think this is super easy for John because I bet you he just drew one half and then he mirrored it and created the other half with the mirroring.
Yep.
Yeah. So he only did, actually probably only drew half of it and just mirrored it. So there you go. Jeff.
Derek. Bottom end of the commission prices. I feel attacked.
Well, so do I. That's all I can ever afford usually.
Yeah, any of these big artists.
Here's what I always do. So here's a tip. Get Red Sonja and then plead with the artist and say, but I can't tell it's Red Sonja unless you draw her chainmail. So can I at least get a bust shot? So you usually end up getting boobs for the head price shot. For the head shot price, excuse me.
Hey, Katie's saying you can mirror as you draw in digital.
Yeah, 100% you can. Yeah.
Hella easy.
So the faces are easy for them like that.
Yeah, so the first thing I noticed, obviously, big ass metal head. But the second thing I noticed was where the hell does his hood end?
Yeah, that's the problem I have. That's what I mean. He cheated around the edges.
Yeah, so that's. He didn't. All he had to do was make it black around the hood. It would have been smarter, to be honest. Yeah, it would have looked better. I think it would just. But it is blah. I like Jiang, but this, it's whatever. There's some cool details, but I don't think I needed a close up of Doom. I like seeing Doom in his full awesomeness. Yeah, this is not worth me going to a store exclusive and paying $40 for.
Little Saturday morning Toy Box preview. They dropped a badass Doctor Doom hot toy on Sideshow.com. If you want to buy a cool Doctor Doom piece, buy that hot toy. That shit. We'll discuss it on Saturday. That's just badass.
This would look sick in a foil. Oh God! Don't give him any ideas, Katie.
Well, it's definitely foil upcoming fast.
It'll look cooler. Sure. It'll look cooler in a foil because you'll get you'll get the metalness of it.
Yeah, but now it's $60.
It's not good enough for any of those price tags.
Psylocke #1 by David Nakayama. This is from Sleeping Giant. I'm usually a Psylocke sucker. And that's already done several songs already, but this looks pretty cool. It looks good. It's never really bad with David. It's just always, for him, it's be mundane or be really, really good. So this is a solid one. I dig it in general. Jeff.
It feels like he has a Barbie doll that he's drawn, and he just pops off the little rubber head off the Barbie and replaces it with a different ethnicity Barbie head. That's what it feels like. Dressed her up with the different outfit. That's it. That's how all his girls look.
Well, the female body, right? He always. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he gets hired for, to draw very voluptuous, slender, longer body.
I'm not saying he didn't draw it well. I'm just saying.
Well. Yeah, that's what he's being commissioned to do. That's what
Yes. I think the only thing I would say I don't like about it is just the head is a little small, just a little. It feels like it.
Yeah,
but that's it. I think the rest of it's fine. I actually can appreciate that he put some effort into the background instead of just having one splash cover. I mean, one solid color. That's cool. Yeah, he's got lines in it. Amazing. Actually, he's even got a couple stars or sparks in the background. So I like how he drew her side blade. That's cool. But yeah, the face is very kind of the same that he kind of draws for like Jubilee or any other character for that matter. So, it's okay. It's good, but I'm not buying it. Now, if I got this, if someone gave this to me for free, or it was $5-10, I might buy it.
Yeah, $10 all day.
Yeah.
I would love to see him draw something grotesque, like a monster or something. Like no chicks, no pretty women, just something gross and just weird and lots of background. I love to see him do something like that. Mike.
Yeah, it's okay. It's right. I like that it's not a negative space from him. He's been doing a lot of those, so this is cool to see that. It's good for what it is. It feels like a store exclusive. It definitely has its pros and cons. It does seem a little on the generic, sort of lazy side as far as that part goes, but he's got some really nice touches. The shine on the boots are nice. The blade is cool. The katana is nice. The boobs are good. Hair is okay. Head's a little small. I'm being nitpicky about it. But I mean, overall, it pops. It has a good feel to it. I wouldn't pay $35 for it. But I mean, a discounted trade dress one, it's probably $15 now. Might be $10 on discount. It might be worth $10 for that one.
I could pay $10 for the trade dress.
I could pay $10 for the trade dress one. That's about my limit on this. But it's good enough for that. I like his work. He's done so much better. I think of his best pieces. My favorite is still that Zenoscope Wednesday Addams ripoff that he did, which is incredible cover, incredible, and a couple of others. He's got a really great Scarlet Witch, I think, in there, and another really good Psylocke somewhere along the line. So
his Wonder Woman as well.
His Wonder Woman, oh yeah, absolutely. So Yeah, he's got his top ones. This isn't among them, but it's a mediocre one for him. Not low end, but certainly not his high end either. So $10 for the trade dress, I'd pay more than that.
Oh, his 1/25 silk #1. That one too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that color. That's a good one too. You're right.
Did you know they're making a foil of that Wonder Woman?
Oh, are they really? That's cool. Oh,
NYCC.
is it spot foil?
I don't know if it's spot foiled, but I know they said it was foiled.
Man, they need to do that more with the Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman needs that. Red Sonja, anybody with a metal
Armor,
parts of
suit.
their costume, needs to have spot foil. I think that would be super cool.
Oh my God!
All
Imagine
right.
if they did that to every Iron Man cover.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, exactly. Or Doom.
Oh God! Oh, that would go crazy.
Just do the masks all like that. That'd be badass.
All right, then let's move on to the next. Oh, all right, ooh, look at this. I'm assuming this is Monsters. There's no title on here. I'm assuming this is issue 2, or this is issue 1, just a foil version. It's exclusive foil edition. There's Mark Spears, Sleeping Giant, limited to 50, $40 each.
If those are not gone right now, I'll be amazed.
I want to look right now because I kind of like these, to be honest.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, let's take a look. Go ahead.
Don't get lost not getting these since that Bride of Frankenstein did so well.
There's so many for one issue. That's cool as long as the art's different and cool. I'm
There
cool
was
with
one,
that.
Didn't Bird City have one too? Bird City had a Mark Spears
Yeah,
monster
they did.
as well.
Yep. I think he had they have the regular Wolfman.
They did.
Yeah.
Yes, his old stuff was better.
And that one was great too.
All right, let's take a look. We'll go ahead and
No.
thoughts.
Iger, he did one for Wonder Woman Black and Gold. He did a incentive cover, Nakayama.
Yes, he did. It's worth a lot of money too.
I have one.
Not as good as that Warren Lau though. That Warren Lau is still my favorite.
Yes, it is. The one that was pretty damn good.
Jeff, please.
Me? Yeah. So he could throw away Superman, and we can completely forget that he ever did it because look at these covers.
Yeah.
Wow. I love both of them. I don't even just like. I love both of them. The details on Dracula's face, just the ring.
The regular one's still there in Sleeping Giant, by the way, on the Wolfman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the foils are only 50 each. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess so.
Oh,
Yeah, the regular one's $250.
Okay. Well, I mean that's fine. I'm gonna have to go find that. But yeah, I love all the details. I mean, just look how much details in, dude. To draw the Wolfman with that much fur and looking like each little piece of fur, like hair, like is drawn on, like it's so perfect. I even like his green belt rope. The details on her dress, his hands, Dracula's hands. Geez, the hair the wispiness of the hair, the way her face is, like she's
They're all
forced to
available,
do
by the
this. It's just there's so much great detail in it. I can't say anything more. I mean, I'd be going on and on forever. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of them.
They're both available. The regular and the foil are available in Sleeping Giant.
Ooh, did you hear that, guys?
Right now.
You better go run.
For the Wolfman, looks like the foil of the Dracula might be gone.
No, that's available.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't. Yeah.
Looking at
Go get your Kate Hudson.
Oh, I see it. There it is.
You seen the exact same cover? Yeah, I'm sure.
Although I think I might like it as a non-foil. I mean, I know it's more limited as a foil, but I think I might like
That's
it.
100%.
You wish,
Kate
Iger.
Hudson.
You wish, Igor. Oh my God. He's like Kate Hudson.
100% it is.
Maybe.
All right, Mike. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean they're gorgeous. I mean, this is clearly where his attention and his time is going to, not on Superman covers, clearly. I like the Dracula one a little bit better overall as just a piece, and it's not because we've got boobs. It's just I think it's a better composition overall. But I agree with Jeff. The detail in the Wolfman's fur is just unbelievable. It's so freaking cool. All of the covers for both of these issues have been fantastic. I mean, every single one that he's done, he's clearly putting his attention towards his own book, and I can't blame him for that. I would buy either one of these. They're both amazing, but I slightly prefer the Dracula and Victim one better.
Is there a Gillman or a Creature from the Black Lagoon coming?
Don't tell him there is, because he's going to freak out.
I assume there will be. He's done all the other ones now.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
There's multiple stories in these. And by the way, the interior art is also amazing. And each story has a very different style of art. In the last issue, one of them was black and white. One of them was very painted. The other one was a little bit more comic-y. So there's don't sleep on what's inside these books either. Very, very good to look at in there too. Just as a note.
Yeah, because they were doing whoever does a creature, I'm all in.
I assume that
you're telling people to read their comic books.
Yeah,
how dare you?
Actually open these. They're actually. I was surprised to see the quality of the interior art being so good. It was really good.
Yeah, you could actually get high on the paint.
I think it was the Dracula story that was black and white in the last one.
That's cool.
All right, let's move on. I love them, by the way. They're great. Okay, so before we end it, let's bring in a special cover.
You want to see one more?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
All right, so I saw this at Midtown, sold out. And we were discussing this with Alonso earlier today. He was telling us before we talk about that. We saw this book we published.
I did not.
No, I didn't see it.
No.
So we were talking with Alonso earlier because Mike wanted to talk about this cover. This was a San Diego Comic-Con cover initially.
It happens, Igor.
And Midtown brought it back and solicited it, and it sold out for $45 on Midtown Comics. I am not sure if any other shops are going to get this.
Sienkiewicz's own website has them for sale for $50 right now.
Yeah, I don't know if any of the local mom and pop shops are going to get them, but Sienkiewicz has them. But Midtown sold out. This beautiful art of Black Cat #2 itself is actually coming out this week. This is probably why it popped back up from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
So, if we didn't talk about it before, let's discuss it again. It's a badass cover.
Wait, Sienkiewicz drew this?
Yes.
Holy hell!
The stage is yours. I know you really wanted to discuss this cover.
I do very much. I don't know that it was. I guess it's not that old. Even it's the issue that's coming out this week, so I don't know if maybe he just did pre-sales for it at San Diego. If the book actually existed then, maybe it's finally about to drop for people, so he held some back and resolicited it on his website. Whatever it is, my guess is most people won't have it in hand until this week. So
I don't remember this physically at San Diego. I don't.
No,
okay.
And I don't remember ever seeing this image before either.
I've never seen it on social media. I never saw it on the floor.
No,
so
and it's absolutely stunning. I mean, this is up there with some of his best pieces ever.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about like his Electra in the Rain cover and some of his other just outstanding stuff. This is sexy. It's beautifully done. It's clearly got that Sienkiewicz feel to it. All the elements are layered so beautifully. It's just, I mean, it's an exquisite piece. This is why I love him so much. I mean, yeah, he can get super weird, and I like that stuff too, and I get that that's polarizing, but then he'll do a cover like this, which I can't imagine anyone not liking this thing. It's beautiful. I mean, $50 is a lot to ask, but I mean, if it's, exclusive and tough to get, I mean, this is what I expect from a $40, $50 buy-in on a store exclusive. It better look this fucking good. And that's why I just can't buy any of the other trash that people put out, because it has to be this level for me to want it. And I might buy this for $50. And then granted, I'm a Sienkiewicz homer. I get it. But I mean, this is why. This is why I'm a Sienkiewicz homer, because of pieces like this. I want one.
Try his Sienkiewicz website there, Silchel.
Yeah, they're there. They were there last night anyway, super late at night. There were still some. You can get them signed, I think, for $100, which is, I mean, he charges $50 for a signature, I think, maybe 30, I forget. But so that's what you'd pay to get it signed in person anyway. So if you want it signed, do it that way. But yeah.
On Midtown's waitlist, I don't know about Sienkiewicz website. Jeff, thoughts?
Wow. I wouldn't honestly I would have thought there was hints of Sienkiewicz, but I would have never thought Sienkiewicz drew this whole thing. It's freaking awesome. It does have the same layers that the old New Mutants covers that he did.
Yep.
I dig that. So I mean, it hits almost every checkbox for that sexy cover for Black Cat, right? Everything but the Alonzo part of it. We all know what part that is, Alonzo.
Yeah.
But and all the people who love feet. There's no feet in here, so he life-filled himself out of this one.
But he can do feet. He can do everything.
Exactly. I mean, we're not saying he can't draw feet.
I do want the back of this book to have the reverse shot. Wouldn't that
Oh my God, if there was. Alonzo would be all over this book. He would have bought 50 copies already.
I almost want to commission Sienkiewicz to do that.
That's smart.
Hey, okay, so I'm confused because I just found a list on eBay. This is 2019 San Diego Comic Con.
2019.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
But did it ever actually come out? Is the question.
I don't know. That's
Wait,
weird.
Oh man, I don't know.
Let me look for more.
Yeah, Katie, that nailed it.
Maybe Midtown just got themselves a small batch of them somehow and sold them.
I don't remember seeing this cover.
I've never been to a San Diego Comic Con, so I can't tell you.
Ever. I've been to all the San Diego Comic Cons in the last 8 years.
All right. Well, there's one copy on eBay for $100, signed by Bill Sienkiewicz. That's it. So if you're
that's what he was charging on his website was $100 for it.
So this is actually this is a pre-COVID art.
Who's the seller? Is it Bill Sienkiewicz?
Yeah, maybe it's Bill Sienkiewicz selling.
Let me pull it up real quick.
He does have an eBay account because I've bought things through.
There's 12 watch. No, it's Alonzo. No, it's because his name is similar. It's Comic Pop Collectibles.
Oh,
that's my account. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Okay.
Raw picture of the book. Looks pretty clean.
Okay, so he's got it in hand.
Yeah.
God, I don't remember ever seeing this, but okay.
Man, I want one. Not for.
And you said it's the only one on eBay.
Yeah,
it's the only one I found so far. I don't know about the folks out there.
That's crazy.
Find another one.
Well, even if it's from 2019, I'm still going to talk about it.
But it's so awesome. Weird. It's so weird to pop that in Midtown, though. That's crazy.
It looks like he is infatuated with Jenny McCarthy.
Who isn't?
Hey, that's why Wahlberg married her, a kid on the block.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is the diamond looks awesome, like the reflections from the cuts. That's just all the details there. It's over the top. I love it. Yeah, this is worth every penny. I'm sure you're going to pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know what prompted
Midtown is
2018. Wow. Bring this up. Maybe they're just doing obviously, you say you saw copies on his website last night.
Maybe it was waitlisted. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember because someone's saying it was waitlisted, so maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't buy it.
It is now. So
maybe he found copies, like they said. They found it in the warehouse that were lost. That maybe a box or two was not labeled correctly, and they go, "Oh, well, let's just sell them."
Yeah, it's crazy. Midtown found copy.
Hey, Dale.
Good night.
Good night, Dale. It was good seeing you.
See you, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, it's crazy, and basically half price, so $45. So that's why it sold.
Worth every penny.
Wish I had seen that. Oh well, I'll get one eventually.
If you're curious to know when Midtown drops their books or new books every week, it's usually on Wednesday around the afternoon time, which is for the East Coast. So, like, for us on the West Coast, like 12 p.m. or 11 a.m. So that's when usually they drop next week's books online to sell.
Okay.
So,
Sure, they found more copies.
Well, I mean, obviously, it was a 3,000, 1,000 thing. It's well, they might have. I mean, for the actual artist, they might do the 1,000 virgin only thing for him, but
yeah.
there was at least 1,000 of these.
And I don't know how many he signed. So,
And it's not ill-conceived that they didn't sell every single copy. They just sold all the copies that they put online or brought to a convention.
Well, and if it was COVID, there may be one of those things where they held them
pre-COVID. Pre-COVID.
Oh, pre-COVID.
2019.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
It was San Diego 2019.
Okay. I don't remember. I would have bought this back then. I mean, I was buying all kinds of Sienkiewicz expensive stuff too. If I had known this existed, then I would have figured it out. So something's weird about this. This managed to slip through the cracks somewhere along the line.
Yeah, I was there, and I remember it. So
I don't remember seeing it either.
I think we all would have wanted this.
yeah,
It's crazy.
Okay. That's some stuff sharing. That's it. That was Cover Lovers for October 9th, this Wednesday. Happy hunting at your local shops. I hope you find some of these incentives you want.
I agree.
Jack, if you want to do the banners to wrap it up here.
I got you. Wait, what was that last comment? It says 2024.
What says 2024?
I don't know. He's saying
I don't know.
That black cat.
Yes, the eBay guy's saying 2019. So I don't know if he's right or he's wrong.
Maybe he just reprinted it. Maybe there's a different book behind it. Who knows?
Maybe.
Possibly. Yeah. Well, yeah, because his Black Cat number 2 is new. It's on the fucking League of Geeks.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Go ahead and do the banners.
Oh my god, if it's reused art, I'm gonna be pissed.
It might be. It might be all San Diego art. That's why we're all confused here.
It's in previews. 2024, $50. He's saying.
Okay. Well, that is reused art then, because they obviously. Well, according to that one dude, he had it since 2019. So. San Diego art, which they've done a lot actually. They re-released Comic-Con covers throughout the year.
Unless he was selling a 2019 something from San Diego Comic-Con, he forgot to change the title. Like he lazied out and then just copied and pasted certain parts.
Yeah, because it does say 2019 Black Cat. You know.
Oh, so you're thinking maybe the eBay seller lazed out and put
just
the
put
wrong title.
Yeah,
maybe that's
a possibility.
That sounds more likely.
I've done it.
Yeah, we've all done it.
I don't know.
We copy pasted from something else, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. Maybe it was a print in 2019, and now it's being used as a cover. That makes sense too.
Yeah,
that makes sense if it looks like it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's give a shout out back to our sponsors. So, of course, if you like cover price like we do, you can get 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. It is if you use code NERDVANA14. Great tool to have. Keep track of your comic book collection and the market. And also, if you want to go over to Bird City Comics, they have a bunch of exclusives. I know they just sold out of one of their NYCC exclusives. It's very limited. I think it was the Biggie cover.
Yeah, and they've got a Mark Spears Monsters Wolfman. You want to check that out.
You want to definitely check that out. And definitely check them out at NYCC in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, you could buy books, their books over on Bird City Comics. And you can get 10% off your purchase by typing the code TNH10. And then go over to our pal DisplayGeek.com, check all your action figures, your video games. And he has plenty of other items for all you geeky needs. And you can get 10% off your first purchase by typing the code Team Nerdherd. I still think he sells a couple of toys here and there and Funko Pops, so go check it out. That is it for that, sir.
All right, so it is Black Cat 2019. That run of 2019.
Okay.
It's on Preview World 2024.
He must be reusing it for this.
Yeah, that's crazy. CGC 2019.
Yeah, because the last week Midtown released 2 signed versions last week. They're already CGC.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Then this week it's just a virgin, not signed. I think that signature is just printed on there.
Okay.
So, and I'm looking at the history of Midtown. That's the only book that's coming out for Black Cat #2 this week. There's the other Black Cats are from 2019.
Okay.
That old
So they
Black
just
Cat
put
one.
themselves a batch of it. A little blip on the radar. But hey, we looked at a beautiful cover tonight. Good luck trying to find one.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Disclaimer there, Mike.
No artists were harmed in the making of this podcast.
All right. No, not really. I don't think so.
Not too badly, anyway.
Yeah, I try not to hurt anybody today.
No one was permanently harmed anyway.
I think, usually Ryan gets it good, and today she was
Oh, she was one of the winners tonight.
Yeah, I loved her today. Okay, all wrapped up, all done. So I guess I gotta end the show. I am not ready.
Well,
If
sure.
you want to do it right,
Yeah.
buy what you like. Cover horse for life.
There you go. What?
I got you, sir.
I'm trying to look for it.
Later, guys.
See you,
Peace.
everybody.